Okay, hi. Good morning to one and all. Today I am going to explain about projection of planes. Okay, up to now we discussed about projection of points and lines. How to draw the projections in different coordinates for points and lines. Okay, from today onwards we'll learn about projection of planes. Okay, before going to start the projections, let us know about introduction of projection of planes. Okay, what is plane and how it is formed. Okay, and what are the different types of planes and types of projections. Okay, coming to introduction. Okay, here plane surfaces have two dimensions, that is length and breadth. Therefore, the third dimension of the thickness being 0, the type of object is known as plane. Observe, I taken one plane. This plane having two dimensions, that is in x-axis and y. Suppose any direction. Suppose I taken this one as length and this one as breadth. Observe, plane surfaces have two dimensions, that is length and breadth. Suppose this one is length and this one is breadth, and the third dimension, the thickness is 0. That means here the thickness is negligible. This one is considered as 0. So that the type of object is known as plane figures. Okay, there are different types of planes. Okay, plane surfaces may be considered of infinite sizes. However, for convenience, segments of the planes are only considered in the treatment presented here. That means the planes having very large dimensions, we cannot project the whole dimensions of the object. So that for our convenience, we taken there are different shapes. Okay, example, triangular plane, square, rectangle, hexagon, pentagon and rhombus. These are the different segments we are used, mainly these segments. Okay, coming to triangular plane. For triangular plane consists of 3 sides and 3 corners. Okay, next for square, it having 4 sides and 4 corners. For rectangular, similarly the two lengths are equal and breadths are equal. Okay, so that it is called rectangular plane. For hexagon, having 6 sides with equal lengths. Okay, and 6 corners. For pentagonal plane, having 5 sides with equal sides and 5 corners. Coming to rhombus, it having 4 equal sides, okay, and 4 corners. Okay, these are the different planes used to project the planes. Okay, coming to two view projection. Okay, two view projection means you already know, that is front view and top view. Okay, we have to draw the any two views of the object. Okay, mainly front view and top view. Three view projection means front view, top view and side view also. For this, the following are the possible orientations of the planes with respect to the principal planes of projection. Okay, these are the different conditions. Coming to first condition, here in first condition, the plane parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Plane is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Okay, that means, okay, I am taking one plane, it is in rectangular shape. That means the lengths, both lengths are equal and breadths are equal. So that it is called rectangular plane. Okay, coming to first condition. Here first condition given that plane parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Okay, consider this area, assume it as horizontal plane. Now we need vertical plane. Okay, I taken this one as vertical plane and this one as, okay, this is horizontal plane and this one is vertical plane. Okay, I'm placing object like this. Okay. Coming to first condition, here first condition they given that plane parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Okay, plane is parallel to HP means the whole dimensions, that is length and breadth, is the when we project that object, that length and breadth is fall on horizontal plane, so that the plane is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. This is the plane I placed. Now the condition of the plane is parallel to HP, perpendicular to VP. Suppose if you view this object from top side, what happened? The projection is fall on the top view is fall on the HP. The shape of the top view is true length of the object. That means the whole length and breadth we can measure in top view. What having the dimensions of the plane. Okay, the same dimensions is fall on the horizontal plane. That means it is parallel to HP. Suppose if you view from right side, what happened? In front view, you will got one straight line. That means it is equal to length of the breadth. Okay, if you view from right side, the view is the position of the plane is fall on the vertical plane as front view as a line. Okay, that means the plane is perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. Okay, it is the first condition. Similarly, in first case, second condition they given that plane parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP. In that case, the object will be placed like this. Okay, I place the object like this. If you view from top side, what happened? The position of the top object is fall on the horizontal plane as a top view. The top view will got as straight line. That means it is perpendicular to HP. If you view from right side, okay, the object, it is projected in the shape of the object is projected on the front view as a rectangular plane. That means it is parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. Sorry, parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. Okay, it is the second case in first condition. Okay, coming to second case. First condition is plane inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Okay, suppose it is the condition of parallel to HP, perpendicular to VP. If you give some inclination through this plane with respect to horizontal plane, that means I am tilting this object like this. Okay, giving some angle. Suppose example I taken 30 degrees to HP. What happened? It is inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Okay, coming to second case in second condition, plane inclined to VP and perpendicular to HP. Okay, I am placing this condition as the plane is parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP. Suppose I am giving some inclination to this plane with respect to vertical plane. That is, suppose I am taking 30 degrees inclination, 30 degrees inclined to VP like this. Okay, the top view will get as a straight line. Okay, the front view will get some deflection. That is, the total length we cannot get in front view, so that it is called, it is inclined to VP and perpendicular to HP. Okay, now second condition is completed. Coming to third condition. Here the third condition given that the plane perpendicular to both the principal planes. Suppose I place like this. The front view of a plane we got as perpendicular straight line, and from top view, if you view from top side, the top view is formed in horizontal plane as a straight line, so that it is perpendicular to both the principal planes. Okay, now coming to last condition. Here the last condition given that plane inclined to both the principal planes. Suppose it is the plane. If you give this condition is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. If you give some inclination with respect to HP, so that it is called inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Suppose if you give with respect to horizontal plane, so that I am tilting this like this. Now it is inclined to HP and inclined to VP. Okay, if you view from top side, we will get some rectangular shape with not in original dimensions. If you view from front side, the front view will appear on the vertical plane. Okay, what happened? We got some rectangular shape with not equal to the original dimensions because it is inclined to both the planes. Okay, these are the conditions. Okay, that is plane parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP, and plane parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. And second condition, plane inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP, plane inclined to VP and perpendicular to HP. This is perpendicular to HP. Next, plane perpendicular to both the principal planes and plane inclined to both the principal planes. These are the different conditions. Based on this condition, we have to draw the projection for different plane figures. Example, triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, rhombus. Okay, these are the different planes. Okay, thanks for watching.